$12 million lawsuit on him, and I feel like it was a good battle. Do y'all feel like Birdman was wrong for what he did at the end of it? I,
Absolutely.
I laughed at it. I
What
thought
He
it
he
could have
did?
left us.
It was
He could
a
have left
no,
us here alone.
I
Right.
don't. You
He
know
got to
why?
shut up.
no,
You
you
know
was
why?
right there laughing with me.
No, you know why I don't feel like he wrong? Cause like if you listen to Lil Wayne, man, I miss my dogs, right? He tell him how Turk was his man.
Hmm.
Turk wasn't even from their hood for real. Turk was just down because he was Wayne man. So at
Hmm.
the end of the day, Birdman ain't got fuck with him if he don't want to fuck with him. But the thing is, Turk sound like a hater because like nigga, you made a whole versus concert by yourself and start talking about them niggas.
Yeah.
Like nigga, they up there with Buddy. They up there getting Buddy. You is up there hating.
So is
And it sound like you reached out to them and they ain't fucking and they replied to you right there
that
on
was pretty funny.
stage.
I felt like it was a good. I felt it was a It was good verses. I think
Yeah, it was a great
the
yawn. They
woman
had
what's her name?
Mia X.
She stole the show. Uh,
Yeah.
Hell yeah. On No Limit side, and Juvie stole the show on Cash Money,
no,
of course. He
I
was
ain't gonna I ain't gonna lie. Manny Fresh had some good joints.
no,
Like like
yeah.
with him and Birdman, they killed that. Like they was killing them.
Man,
Yeah, but P shut him down after they played number one stunner and he came on with Bout About It. I was like, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
wrap.
by
yeah.
the time he got about it, he was tired. He was jogging the whole time.
So do y'all
Oh,
know where all
He
this
was like
beef
he
is
had to
coming
hold it
from?
down.
Like right now with them? Like right now, why they beefing?
They not
Who?
beefing.
Why they
What
Nah,
beefing?
you
who
know
beefing?
Turk and
I'm talking about the lawsuit. Why they have the
oh yeah,
lawsuit
yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
let's go.
So that's a part of the whole thing. So originally, from what they said, Turk was paid. Well, the contract was for like 400 bands.
Mm.
Then they came back to him and was like, "Hey, we need to actually cut that for you. Like, we need to break it down a little bit more." And he said no. So when he said no, they took him off of the 25th reunion, saying that it was like a security risk because of the beef that he so called had or did have with Hot Boys or yeah, with the Hot Boys or whatever. So
Why you got beef with the Hot Boys though?
that's what
He on the same label.
they on the same label, but apparently there is beef. So he's
Was
actually
I'm because he not from their hood.
well,
That's why.
yeah, and he's actually
The
suing the
Hot Boys
promoter.
is Wayne. That's his man, right?
No,
Yeah,
no, the
Yeah,
Hot
but him and
Boys.
BG beefing too. Turk and BG beefing heavy too. So
Yeah,
Oh
that's
man,
why
he
that's
got to
why
keep
that's
his
a
head
sad
up.
I
thing.
do feel like it's a little bit of hating going on. Let me tell you why. Because when they came here in Tampa, right? They was one hot boys. It was all four of them. It was Wayne, BG, Turk, and Juvie. Not the lie. Everybody had an after party except for Turk. And they was calling around. They was calling Fly. They was calling everybody. It was like, please give him an after party. Please give him an after party. Everybody after party was actually better than the concert because I guess it's the club atmosphere. People got sections, got bottles.
hmm
That night, Kirk switched up a little bit. Like a little bit of hate came out of him because he didn't get booked. And he just, to me, after that night, I just like, switch up a little bit. Like you
because
said,
on some raw rap, when you think of Cash Money, you don't think of Turk. Your first thought's gonna say Turk. Your first thought's gonna be like, oh, you talking about Wayne, Birdman, and
no,
them.
you think of Turk when you think of
The Hot
cash
Boys.
money because you think of
No,
hot
no, the
boys.
Hot Boys.
When you think of the Hot
Yeah.
Boys, you gonna say when you think of the Hot Boys, you gonna say, oh, you talking about Juvenile and all of them. And
Drew, I was
Mhm.
Juvenile was the
Right.
hottest in their
Wayne
gang.
Judy. Mm-hmm.
say I
Juvenile. That's
say
why he
Drew.
held the whole show down because Juvenile was the hottest
Well, why
in
did they
Hot
separate
Boys.
them to have a after party? Like that didn't make sense
No,
either.
depending
No.
on what promoter booked them. So imagine
Listen,
you got a concert. and everybody.
No, because listen, right, when Turk came home, Turk started talking shit. Nobody ain't gonna talk about this, but Turk made a on Vlad, I think, on one of them little Johns and start talking shit
What
about
was talking?
Birdman and all them, how them niggas left him and all this cool shit while he was
Yeah,
in jail.
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
yeah,
No,
all
They
right.
back
So
I
in,
want
yeah,
to mention.
now
came back
you
That's
want
what I
you
want
want
to mention. That
it
this
was
the first.
about money.
Because if you pay attention to not only they crew,
after that. He
this
mad
shit,
because they was not paying him. They wanted to renegotiate the contract, and with
Ain't
Turk
nobody tell you to shoot that
wasn't
fat bitch, nigga.
selling. It wasn't selling.
Nobody tell you to shoot that fat bitch. Like ain't
but look,
nobody
No,
tell you to
listen, they
do
was
that.
all on stage after that together. They was cooling after the whole that did happen, but they squashed that, right? But I think Birdman is tired of keep squashing stuff with this nigga. Like he just
there's not really no squash and shit like that. Like this, what I'm trying to say. Like not to cut everybody off, but if you pay attention, that's the problem with a lot of crews. Like not only Cash Money, even Dipset. Like niggas get into their own shit. Like Max B got into his own shit and expected Jim Jones and everybody to pay his bail and bring him home and pay his lawyer and all of that. And they do their side beefing. Like people, they be looking like a group together when you see Uncasa and Hell Rel and Jim Jones and Kim. But look how they doing each other on podcasts right now
Mm. So
because
you
of the
Podcast is a
you feel like
dangerous
they
place.
shouldn't have he should have got his own self out. They should have it ain't had nothing to do with no we all together.
they. He should have got himself out of that situation early. Early. You know what I'm saying? And the disagreement was already there. A lot of people play that wear a label, wear a group thing. If you don't fuck with everybody on the label, you gotta know how to make your space. You know what I mean? Business is business over
I was gonna
everything.
say at least for the bag.
You wanna know something that I laugh at in the industry? They ain't been a real group of commission in a long time. D Block is the only ones that still to this day like
Mm-hmm.
you won't
Mm-hmm.
hear talking about each other, shitting on each other, besides the one that left for G Unit. I'm not gonna say his name, everybody knows
Sheik
that.
Luch.
Yeah, besides the one that left for G Unit, that's the only unit that ever stayed like
You said
he
she Luch. What?
Yeah, Sheik Luch left.
yeah, Speak Luke's
It's
left.
so- and they can his nut ass. He wasn't nice like that for real anyway. He only had that one hot ass verse, and that was on this
You talking about J Hood?
block.
Yeah.
J J
No.
Hood
Yeah,
was
J
the one that
Hud, J
J
Hud, J
Hood the
Hud.
one who left. I was like, she ain't turning his back on
Yeah,
niggas.
nah, but he's right though, because J Hood left, but Speak Luke's also left the contract.
yeah,
He
he left too. That's
back
why
in
it was only Styles P and Jadakiss.
J Hood disrespected because he went to G Unit and made a diss song and all of that crazy shit. Like he went nutty with it. You know what I'm saying? But Sheik Luke's also left. That's why they've been having a problem with it. But they're the only unit still to this day. Like you put them together, like bro, they've never. You can't see them on podcast or anywhere else that you can say, yo, these dudes have had a legal problem, a financial problem, a label problem.
Mm-mm.
Every other unit, even the Bone Thugs, done replaced people. You know what? Let me put it like this: even the Temptations have replaced people.
even
Even
Real rap.
That's true.
that's
you
the
feel what I'm saying? So like
The
that's what
Temptations, just because everybody died.
No, they
I
replaced David Ruffin. They replaced David Ruffin before David Ruffin
Early.
died.
Listen, and he died at that point. Blue
no,
Yeah.
died.
even the Wu Tang
Eddie
has
died.
even the Wu Tang has problems in what they call a coalition. That coalition from day one wasn't because they gave everybody the right to still take their own independent deals. Because
Mm.
nobody was an artist for that label. They brainwashed
Yeah.
them. We're gonna make a label. I know the guy who frauded a lot of the paperwork that made them when this shit happened. None of these guys were a group or a unit. None of these guys liked each other. They said, we're going to make one label. That label's going to eat for all of us. But at the same time, y'all can do whatever y'all got to do on the other side so y'all don't feel like y'all tied to us. And to this day, none of them dudes is mans. Meth and Red ain't even mans no more.
Mm-mm.
Space don't fuck with Meth and Red no more.
the man.
RZA don't fuck with Ghostface and Meth. when they become a unit, this was their final tour. Why? Because for money. And then the Hidden Chambers, this is something that I'm revealing right now. I was just a part of Hidden Chambers under OG Live. The Hidden Chambers is supposed to be the next label, and the next label under Wu Tang is not even together yet neither. All of these dudes don't fuck with each other. So there's no dream in that label neither. Like these dudes be building units off of talent that doesn't even get along with each other.
I
So
got a question.
it's not gonna last.
Got a question?
Yeah, so between those three, four people that we just groups that we just talked about,
Mhm.
Cash Money, we didn't even talk about No Limit. We just said Cash Money and what the Hot Boys. Then y'all said some other.
No limit never switched up.
No
Yeah, No
They
limit. Never,
just
Limit.
they
So
just
that's all
add
I'm about to say.
they just added niggas. They
Yeah,
never
that's what I was
switched
about to
up.
say. I was about to
there
say,
was
so out of all those groups, which group actually stayed
collaboration.
consistent the entire time without switching up on each other? And I guess it was No Limit.
Yeah, no limit.
No
But
No,
limit.
hold
No
on.
limit.
But
Never switched up on each
the
other.
thing that y'all realize, y'all more worried about relationships versus business. Cash
Yeah,
money
Cash Money made was
because you got
Nah,
money,
nah.
young money.
Cash Money
Hold on,
owed the
wait. Cash
most.
money, young
yeah
money
that
is way more successful
that,
than no
that's
limit.
yeah.
yeah,
But Cash Money
but
still
after
owe
but
their
once
their
but
people.
you know what's crazy though?
No,
Because
no, no.
once
No,
Lil
yeah.
Wayne
Hey
Cash
man,
once
Money
Lil
don't pay.
listen, we
once Lil
talking
Wayne
Drake,
figured
Nicki,
out,
and Wayne catalog is all under cash money.
We ain't even okay.
no, it
We'll take
is.
Wayne, but Drake and Nicki, they can't be with this conversation.
But okay, even if they can't be with the
Okay.
conversation, name somebody under no limit that has
Master
it's
P.
not. Remember, we're not talking about who we like
No,
personally.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Back in
But
the day, Mystical had the wave.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Stop
Mystical,
playing.
Mr. P
yeah,
was
Stop
on his
playing.
yeah.
shit
Stop
before
playing
all
like
that
stop
bullshit.
playing
he had
like
two
Yeah.
Mystical
songs.
Okay,
wasn't
we got
what? He had a
Mystical had
whole
two songs.
he had a whole
Nah.
album. He had a
Wait,
whole
They
album.
still
He had
playing
a
my
whole
look.
song.
album.
You know, they
We
still
got
His
Miss.
playing the
first
song.
two albums that came out was
Yes,
that.
yes, they
So
was. Yes, they was.
Who
I don't
else
mean
they
to cut that off. I don't mean to cut that off, but he right, bro. And it's not back in the day. Are you bugging, bro? Mystical just came back home from that bullshit and fucking wilded out again.
Yeah,
Yep.
It was
he got some new shit. He back.
Yes, he did.
I
Yes, he
think he got a
did.
cool 20.
got? I'm
Like
giving
real rap. Like
you ever see me
y'all.
wrestling force with a
hold up,
beard?
time out,
No,
time out, time out. They still playing Chopper Style in every club. They will
Listen,
give you Chopper Style on the
but
radio and all that.
okay, okay.
Stop.
You right.
fact.
So I'm gonna say
About
like,
about it
hey,
ain't gonna ever
say,
die.
hold on. Listen,
All right, hold on.
out
Mr.
of
Ted,
wait a minute,
look it up.
hold on. Out of both, out of Cash Money and No Limit, No Limit really wasn't around that long.
They
Think
They
about it.
because they wasn't because a lot of them niggas went to jail and a lot of no
They
No,
fly.
went
Listen,
wasn't
TV.
around that
a
long.
lot of them, went to jail, and a lot of them died.
it's
Like
because
like that's why they
Yeah.
didn't last that long. And all he had was Silk the Shock and Master
But
P. Them
when
little
Cash
How
rough.
the
Money
hell is
went to jail, he kept going, right? So
yo,
then we
listen.
say Turk and
If
be
Steve murdered, if Steve murder didn't go to jail,
that's what
no.
I was getting ready to say.
I
If
don't
Steve
think it
See,
would have
didn't
made a difference.
go to jail, no
you
limit.
tripping? See, murder was nice. You heard what he said. You heard what.
If that's all right, if that's the case, if that's the case, right? They had Snoop. Snoop was over there for a minute. Snoop left.
But Snoop was like, I
But
think Snoop
Master
had
P
like
brought
a
Snoop over
artist
there to
development.
save that nigga. That's why
Snoop
Snoop came to No Limit. Master P brought
underrated.
him over there to save him
Underrated.
from that death row shit that was going on.
Uh-huh. Real
Hey,
rap. He saved his
Snoop
life.
was in
Cut
and
this
out,
short.
nigga.
Please,
Just like look, just like
He
look.
say he saved Snoop lying life.
Right.
Snoop was in and out, nigga. Just like I say, I'm an outlaw under Tupac. I'm in that same affiliation. Thug Life got the same markings on me, all of that. Like if Pac didn't affiliate himself with certain people and it has to do with Death Row too, he would have not been in the same type of situation. A lot of them dudes had to get stayed. My first show was with Death Row West when I was 14 in Long Island with Trigger, Corrupt, Nocturna when they were signing Kano, the first Spanish artist from New York. You feel me?
Yeah.
Dealing with Death Row West and all of that, that was an issue too. Death Row East, they they had to stay.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre had to get saved. Snoop had to get saved. Easy had to get saved. A lot of people had to get out of them situations. Like the industry is a monster. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. The industry is a monster.
No, but that boy Suge was really fucking with the Italians though. That was a fact.
But
Come
see, we
on,
done
look.
found out that Suge wasn't the problem. The problem was Diddy.
I
So
don't. Diddy is the
No,
problem.
listen, right? He was